Changed. You say hi. Say hi.
Hi.
How's everybody doing?
Good.
All right, good. Appreciate everybody being here. Love walking in here with a win. We are going to enjoy wins around here. I'm not going to become one of these coaches that the losses hurt more than the wins feel good. So we're going to enjoy them, and that's everybody. Everybody is a part of this win, the coaches, the players, the doctors, the trainers, the academic support, the fans, the local media, everybody. Everybody's a part of this win today, and we're going to enjoy it. I thought we did some really nice things on defense. We weren't able to get off the field like we were last week with the 3 and outs and the turnovers. That's something that we need to do a better job of, is getting turnovers. But whenever you hold an opponent like we did, I thought Akron's a good team. I think they're well coached. I think they got really good speed and athleticism. I think the quarterback's a really good player, and I think we held them to 3 points. So I think that was a real positive. Offensively, we need to improve the running game. There's no doubt about it. We got to get that going, but we were still able to make plays and get some points on the board. I think special teams overall, I think we punted really well. You look at Gula averaging 48.8 yards. Was able to pin them deep and ball location and things like that. We got to find a way to make some more plays as well. So overall, good things. Hack broke the Penn State record for consecutive games with 773 yards. Jesse James, first game in his career with 2 touchdown catches. Mike Hull with over 10+ catches. The thing I'm going to wait and watch the film. One of the areas I think we're going to have to do a better job of is that's playing guys. We're not getting enough people in the games. At least that's what my gut tells me after watching. We're going to go back and evaluate it, but we got to play more guys, which I think will make us more effective in the 4th quarter, and I think that will allow us to stay fresh throughout the year. So I open it up to questions.
Okay, raise your hand. We have 2 microphones, please.
James, considering you guys were coming off the trip to Ireland and considering their experience, how concerned were you about this game?
I was very concerned because I think that when you watch them on film, they were fast. They were good schemes. The coaches had them, really, they were sound in everything that they were doing, and they made you fight for yards based on their scheme. And you watch that team, very similar veteran team that went to the Big House last year, and it took those guys a final second to beat them. So that's an experienced game, a team who's well coached and athletic. I knew we were going to have to play well. We're going to have to eliminate the turnovers. That's something that we're going to have to do. I thought the penalties were better this week, but we're going to have to eliminate the turnovers.
Hey, Coach. From what you can see field level, what do you think right now is plaguing your running game?
Well, I think it's just the consistency. We don't have the experience of a group of guys that have been working together for a long time. That's going to come. What I said to the guys in the locker room is there's things that we got to get corrected. What I'm happy is we're 1-0 and we're undefeated this week. We have to get better. There's no doubt about it. That's an area that we're going to have to improve is in the running game. It's everything. It's never one thing in life. It's a combination of things. It's communication. It's trusting one another. It's effort. It's execution. It's the whole deal. But our thing is we're just going to keep getting better every single week and keep getting better every single day. And I think when you do that, you'll like the results.
Hey, Coach in the back.
How are you? Good. I love the enthusiasm.
They caught you on the Jumbotron pregame in the tunnel, and you kind of were looking around at the fans a little bit, taking it in. Can you give me an idea of what emotions you were going through right then?
That running out in the tunnel, I was pretty much in game mode at that time. But I'll tell you what, getting off that bus with the extended tradition that we've added, walking into the stadium. I'm an emotional guy, and I was fighting back my emotions the whole time. Getting a chance to see my girls as soon as I got off the bus and walking with them and watching the fans and the community support these guys. It's an unbelievable experience. So I was fighting back my emotion. The sunglasses helped.
James, 4 interceptions through 2 games. Is decision-making of the quarterback a concern at all, or are you happy with him trying to make plays that way?
I think when you have quarterbacks that have really strong arms and believe in themselves and talent, they're going to try to make some throws that probably other quarterbacks don't. This is part of the growth process. We'll get it resolved. Hack, I think, has got a chance to be really, really special. That's an area that we're going to have to work on. But, there's a lot of things that go into it. There's protection is a part of it. Consistently running our routes the way they're supposed to be run. It's never all hack when things go well, and it's never hack when you have turnovers like that. But he knows just as well as the rest of us do that we got to clean those things up. There's no doubt.
Coach, defense played very well today, only giving up 3 points. How do you feel overall that the defense did, and what do they need to do to improve to possibly get the shutout today?
Yeah, I think they're playing well. Probably the points that I've already made is we got to create more 3 and outs, and we got to create more turnovers. That's what you have to do. Those two things. I think they had a good plan. They were getting the ball out of the quarterback's hand quickly. That was part of their plan. They ran a bunch of zone reads with the dump passes off of it. So I thought they had a good plan. But we got to get turnovers, and we got to create more 3 and outs. Those 2 areas.
Hey James, also a pregame question. I saw after you walked into the stadium, you did kind of a walk the lap around the field. Did you do that before every game, or was that just because it was your first game? Or
you talking about when I first got here, once we went out?
When you first got here and you were in your suit still and all that stuff. Yeah.
Yes, sir. I always do that.
How come?
I did it once, and I'm a creature of habit, so I continue to do it. I mean, nothing more. I've always done it. I get to the stadium while all the coaches are getting changed. I just kind of take a lap around the stadium and check it out, measure the fields, make sure it's 100 yards long, like the old Hoosiers deal, get the tape measure out. But yeah, it's just something I've always done.
Like back to your assistant days even.
I don't know. I think most coaches do go out and check the stadium out, but I know I've done it since I've been a head coach.